Roots and Branches Family Healing Community is a trauma-focused, holistic medicine wheel initiative dedicated to supporting families through the complexities of trauma healing, reconnection, and long-term stability. Everything at Roots and Branches was designed with therapeutic intention. By integrating traditional indigenous worldview with modern trauma recovery and sustainable community development, this project will establish a partially self-sustaining, community-led model to break cycles of intergenerational trauma. Family violence, addiction, and intergenerational trauma are not isolated issues. They are symptoms of broken systems. Stigma, fear, shame, and lack of trauma-focused healing and systems keep survivors trapped, while those causing harm are often caught in their own trauma loops, unable to break free. Systems offer short-term band-aid interventions and regularly tie the hands of professionals, fueling burnout. Our rigid systems have very little ability to meet people where they are at. Additionally, these piecemeal services are often impossible for people with dysregulated nervous systems to navigate. Without root cause intervention, we pay both economically and socially for generations. Foster youth are significantly more likely to experience incarceration, addiction, chronic illness, and ongoing instability. Removing children from families without healing the root causes leads to generational trauma and immediate and perpetual high public system involvement and dependence. For indigenous families, this reactivates generational trauma of stolen children, perpetuating feelings of unsafety in entire communities. Indigenous families continue to disproportionately bear the brunt of system failures tied to unresolved colonial trauma and oppression. Roots and Branches is a flexible and scalable model that demonstrates a path to reclaiming self-reliance and sovereignty. Healthcare for homeless individuals is 6 times higher than for housed individuals. Addiction treatment often relies on cognitive behavioral therapy, which fails to address trauma or nervous system dysregulation, the true roots. These numbers do not even reflect the deeper human costs. Parents locked in their own cycles of fight, flight, and freeze, leading to neglect, abuse, and fractured communities and chronic crisis. Children growing up without safe homes or attachments, and often severe dysfunction which perpetuates cycles in already compromised nervous systems. The toll is moral, relational, and generational. Healing from trauma while parenting is brutal at best, and inaccessible for many without significantly more support than is currently being provided. The systems will increasingly carry the cost of this lack of support. Roots and Branches offers a transformative, integrated system of care. We treat trauma and addiction as relational issues, not individual ones. Our approach addresses the significant gaps of our current systems. Mainstream models ignore trauma, leading to predictable relapses. Vulnerable families chronically have to fight for what support is available, keeping them dysregulated. With appalling relapse rates of 30 to 40% 1 month post-discharge, and as high as 99% 1 year post-treatment, we need programs that get to the root and not just focus on behaviors. Child intervention only perpetuates generational trauma. Roots and Branches breaks this cycle. We take them from trauma cycles and despair. We help them develop relational, life, and career skills so they can build meaningful lives. This is a compassionate, cost-effective, science-supported, and common-sense solution. Circle-based governance replaces hierarchy, becoming the counterweight to powerlessness that is pervasive with trauma. This allows self-directed healing and leadership to naturally emerge over time. Ceremony, land-based healing, and cultural practices are daily life. Families live, learn, and grow together in a supportive community. Environment, routine, and relationship reinforce healing at every level. Housing evolves with each family's stage of healing, reflecting and supporting successful transition back into the community. No one is discharged before they're ready. Internally generated revenue provide opportunities for employment, confidence and capacity building, skill development, and financial literacy. We work during key developmental windows, pregnancy, infancy, and early childhood. This dramatically increases long-term success and breaks generational cycles. Parents and children are kept together whenever possible. Healing is relational and rooted in co-regulation, safety, and daily connection. We treat trauma at the nervous system level, using trauma, developmental, somatic, and sensory-based therapies and approaches, helping to restore a felt sense of safety in the body, while also restoring interoception. This is a major factor in addiction and relapse, and is not addressed as part of our current addiction services. This community setting allows us to provide support to grow somatic skills that reduce family abuse and neglect in real time, fostering true resilience. Survival responses are honored for their role in their survival, not pathologized. From there, they can be renegotiated in the nervous system and transformed. We help participants understand and shift patterns without shame or blame. Families begin with full support and grow increasingly into more responsibility and independence as their capacity grows. This gives them the skills to be successful long-term. Capacity is built before services are scaled back, reducing relapse and instability. Holistic children's programming. Children receive developmental and trauma-informed, land-based, movement-rich care that supports identity regulation and resilience. Our work transcends mere symptom management. We restore coherence between mind, body, spirit, emotions, and community. Staff embody what they teach: regulation, presence, and collective and self-care. Additional programming evolves from within, based on interest, readiness, and leadership. Programming is adaptable and flexible around current needs. Our environment naturally encourages leadership to emerge and is fostered through intentional programming that supports voice, agency, and contribution. Over time, participants transition from receiving care to shaping the culture and community of Roots and Branches, becoming mentors, creators, and leaders within the community. They return to their communities more connected to their roots and ready to take their next step. They will have greater confidence and valuable skills to offer. Join us in our mission to help vulnerable families heal at the root. Our sponsorship deck provides a variety of ways to become involved. Contact for more information at 4.wins.heal@gmail.com.